The Louisville volleyball team will start the season as one of the top teams in the entire nation.
The 6th ranked team coming into the season. Well, last season the team made it to the Elite Eight. Before that, they made it to the Final Four. This year, I'm going to call it, they're going to win the national championship. I'm joined by head coach Dani Busboom Kelly this morning. Welcome back to the show.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Always a treat to have you. All right, I know you're excited about this. Anna DeBeer is back. She's ACC Player of the Year, one of the best players in the country. Talk about some of the other leaders on your team, maybe some up-and-coming leaders we need to watch out for.
Well, what's crazy is we have a very experienced team. So up-and-coming leaders, we're still figuring that out. But we have a lot of returning leaders that maybe didn't get a chance to shine last year as we lost Iko Jones, who'd been here for 6 years. So we have Charity Looper is back as a senior, and she was a phenomenal outside for us last year, and then we returned both of our middle blockers, so PK and Kara Cressy, and they had amazing springs. Both of them spent some time with Team USA this summer, so they're much improved, and I'm excited for fans to see that improvement.
You start the season a week from today at home at the Yum Center in this opening tournament that features some of the best teams in the country. Talk about the matchups in this tournament.
I mean, it's huge. This is a tournament that used to happen, 10, 15 years ago. They're bringing it back because the sport of volleyball is exploding, and we get to host it because the Final Four is in Louisville. But Kentucky will play Nebraska, 2 top 10 teams, and then we will play Wisconsin, who's ranked number 3 in the country, and they return almost everybody from their Final Four team last year. So really just a chance to see some incredible volleyball and to really start the season off. So I know it's late, but we need fans out there to not only for their support, but to show the country that Louisville is a hotbed for volleyball, and we're going to have an amazing turnout every game in the Yum Center.
Your match starts at 9, you can see there on the screen. So the first match at 7, your match starts at 9.
The game's also on ESPN, so we need to show up and show out on that. You operate at an elite level. Your team is one of the top teams in the country. You have all these returning players. Talk to me about what you changed over the summer. What did your team work on to make a deeper run into the playoffs this year to take on a Texas, the top-ranked team in the country?
I think the biggest thing is being gritty and mentally tough in big moments. Like last year, we missed the Final Four by, you could argue, 1 or 2 points in 2 different games.
Sure.
And it comes down to that thin of a margin. So just being really tough in those big moments. And we can't just have one player who wants the ball in that moment. We need 3 or 4. And that's where you see some of these seniors now have really stepped up over the summer. And so far, we've had 2 weeks of practice, and they've raised their level. So yes, Anna DeBeer, Elena Scott, local hometown heroes, but they have a really awesome supporting cast this year, and seniors that they understand what's at stake this year.
I know you want to take it one game at a time, but at the same time, how much have you talked about the opportunity to play in front of a home crowd if you make it to the Final Four? Does that add pressure for people like Elena and Anna?
I think, of course, it adds pressure, but we've been talking about it, upfront about it. It's not something you can say, oh, this is like every other season. It's not. That's the reality. And so trying to avoid that conversation doesn't help anybody. So, of course, we've been talking about it a ton, and I also want them to realize this is a chance that comes around once every 20, 30 years where a team actually can make the Final Four in their hometown and play in their home arena. It's like an incredible opportunity. And I also think it helps. We've been to a couple Final Fours in the past, and so they understand how hard it is to get there. And it's not like, oh, the stars are aligning, we're going to make it. No, it's so difficult, and we're definitely not going to take that for granted either.
And they know what to expect. You're not going to have the butterflies. There will be no surprises. All the media following you around. You just go execute the game plan.
We've been talking about just the calmness in our program because we know we've done what we can control up to this point. So now it's like you got to go out there and play. And
you're going to play some steep competition this season. I mean, if people want to see really good volleyball, they're going to see it when they watch your team.
The rankings came out yesterday, and I think all of our Yum Center opponents are ranked in the top 15. So it's pretty aggressive schedule.
Aggressive, yes.
But they're coming to our house. Come on now,
exactly.
Coach. It's a tough place to play, and we need our viewers to show up and support.
Absolutely.
Coach and the team.
We appreciate your time and wish you the best this season.
Oh, thank you so much.
Hope to see you in the Final Four at the Yum. Before that, though, if you want to know more about the AVCA First Serve Showcase, you saw the information on the screen. We'll also have it on our website as well.